that will lead to what is the energy of the week. And if you stay to the end, you will also be guided with some personal oracle cards for yourself. So as you hop on, please say hello, hashtag live if you are here watching me live, or if you are on the replay, please hashtag replay so I can come back and offer you some love for doing so. So gate, I just want to firstly start with gate 14. Gate 14, we are currently just finishing the last couple of days into the old energy into what we are moving into gate 34. So gate 34 will start from the 23rd and move through until the 27th. So with that, we are going to go into gate 34 because gate 14 just about finishes in a couple of days' time. So I did want to share that with you because gate 34 finishes Monday and we do these on Tuesdays. Good morning, Fran. Hello, hello. So let me know if you have gate 34 or gate 14 in your chart. Now, these two beautiful gates are located, and this is my chart for anyone who needs to know. This is located in this sacral section just right here. Good morning, Lisa. Hello. So gate 14 starts in the middle here and goes up towards the G center, and gate 34 comes off the sacral in this section and goes right round, and it can do two things. It can go round to the G center or it can go up into the throat depending on who you are, and mostly manifesting generators have these. No surprise, Francis. Your birthday is coming up, Fran, so you know, in April, when April is around, you will have all of the gates, I promise you, because you get all your sun sign gates. So if it is your birthday this week, let me know, because what's going to happen here is this gate is going to go through your sun sign. Okay, so what happens is when it's your birthday, the sun sign, which is 70% of the influence of the solar transit, will travel through your sun sign. So when it was my birthday in April, we went through gate 21. If you were watching that video, ta-da, that was in my sun sign, and I felt it very, very deeply. Now, the idea of these, whether you have them or whether you don't have them, that does not matter. What matters here is having the awareness of what this energy looks like and how you can use it to your benefit, right? Because remember, the universe is always saying yes to you. So when you have awareness about what you're actually doing and how you're using this energy, as the notification goes onto Facebook, how you're using this energy, right, will be super, super powerful for you. So like I said, it doesn't matter whether you have it or whether you don't. It's just having the awareness of using this gate for its strengths. Because what happens is when we build on our strengths, the weaknesses automatically come up. We don't do the weakness training, we do strength training. If you ever go to the gym, you'll notice they do strength training, not weakness training. Spiritual work is strength training. Okay? So just let that sit with you. Good morning, good morning. Undefined 34, there we go. I don't have 34 either, right? But yet my husband has gate 34, and he's a manifesting generator. So I'll just show you this chart so you can see what I'm talking about. So he has gate 14, right? And he also has gate 34, which, as you can see, goes right round to this one and as well up to the top, which makes him the manifesting generator because there is a motor connecting to the throat. So he has this gate. It is currently, as we look, because this is the next step you can take. If you have this gate, you can look at where this gate is positioned in your chart. And right now, the gate 34 for him is positioned in his south node, right? Without going into the finer details, but that's just where his gate is connecting from gate 34 through his south node. Now, your south node is generally the past of where it was leading to. So if you have gate 34, tell me what planet it's in. That will help you specifically use the energy. But if you don't happen to have the gate, just take what the energy is, have it in your awareness, and see what shows up for you this week. all right? Because we're always looking for those signs and synchronicities that the universe is saying yes to us. And it's getting super hot in here. It was quite cool this morning and now it's warm. So I just want to, like I said, I just want to touch on gate 14 just for a brief moment, because we are still finishing off this energy that started Wednesday or Thursday last week. Now, this is called the gate of creation, and it is primarily to do with resources and resource generation and wealth creation. It's an energy often associated with making money, but it's also responding to opportunities, and especially coming from the sacral, it is designed to respond to opportunities and creating resources in various forms. So I just want you to sit there and perhaps reflect this week on what gate 14 did for you over the last 5 or 6 days, right? Recognizing that your wealth is about seizing opportunities and generating resources that will create, right, the wealth that you're seeking. So when you focus on developing those skills, right, nurturing is essential in those skills, connection is essential in those skills, you allow wealth to flow to you naturally and organically. So that's what 14 is about. But I just wanted to give you a rundown of what that looks like, because, you know, we are always shifting, right? We're always in flux. There is always something moving. Good morning, good morning, right? So as you are here, please say hello, #live, let me know you're here live. So recognizing how your wealth is created through seizing opportunities and generating resources, and focusing, nurturing, and connecting to allow that to flow to you organically rather than forcing it, because gate 14 is not about forcing. Okay, so the question that you can reflect on this week when it comes to gate 14, do you trust that you are supported? And does your work, right, and I'm using the quotes here of work because I don't believe that I am at work, right? Even though I do this as my job, or job, or whatever you want to label it as, good morning, right? I don't call this work. This to me is alignment. This to me is beauty. This is, to me, is that creation, right? Using gate 14 here, this is the creation of what I'm making. So do you trust that you are supported? And does this work feel aligned with your purpose? And if it does, then you are in alignment with gate 14 and that creation energy, and recognizing where you can use your opportunities. Brief rundown of gate 14. So let's dive into gate 34, because that's what this week is about. I'm going to shuffle cards as I talk to pull the cards for each aura type. So if you are a manifester, a manifesting generator, a projector, or reflector, please put that in the comments and let me know, what aura type are you? Because when these cards come out for you relating to gate 34 this week, you'll probably go, oh, yeah, I get it now. All right. Good morning, Trina. Good morning, Eilish and Karina. Lisa's here. Fran's here. Debbie's here. Geez, there's a lot of people here. All right. Gate 34, as I said, located in the sacral chakra, just below your navel, right? For generators, you'll feel this as an aha or an type of energy. Everyone else may feel this differently, because everyone else does not have the sacral defined. So this is known as the gate of power. That's a really silly word, but it is, and again, found in the sacral, but it is, the gate of power is a gate of great energy and potential. So often associated with being really super busy and multitasking. So generators and manifesting generators, you're going to find this week really fucking easy for you, right? You're just going to get shit done, multitasking, busy, because your sacral energy is lighting you up with yes, more, right? What comes out of this energy when it comes to gate 34 for the other types, I should say, you've got to be mindful of how you're using your life force energy, because it is not constant for you. It's not a constant supply of energy if you do not have the sacral, right, on the normal. So I'd just be mindful of when you're starting to feel like it's getting too much, when it's, oh my God, I've done so much, I'm now getting tired. So if you do not have a sacral defined, anyone else who is not a manifesting generator or generator, be mindful this week how you feel when it comes to your life force energy. Are you doing too much? Are you burning yourself out? You're also coming up to a full moon, Fran, so I'm not surprised that you feel exhausted this week, right? And that's the sacral energy. As a reflector, you don't have anything defined in the way of your centers. So what happens is this energy always comes at you and you can get a sense and feel for it, which is the exhausted part. So I just wanted to sort of share that caveat before we dive into this, because it is such a busy energy, multitasking kind of feeling. I just want you to understand how this works when it comes to your human design, okay? So it's often associated, like I said, the ability to harness, utilize this personal power, being busy, multitasking, but it also has this strong drive to respond and act like, I've got to do it, I've got to do it, I've got to do it, right? So I just want you to be really, really mindful when it comes to this energies this week. And I will share, for those who do not have this defined, I will share some notes on what this will look like for you and how you can feel when it comes to this energy of the sacral. Okay, hands up if you're following me. So let's dive into the oracle cards for each type. And I kind of feel like I need to explain the manifesting generator and generator first. So this will be the card for you as it comes out, right? So for me, because I have a sacral defined, I find that it's really, really super easy for me to just do things, just to get shit done, right? Manifesting generators and generators, this week, I want you to look at, and this is that Vesica Pisces, where we are floating between the ins and outs of things, floating between the balance of things, right? And then coming into that heart-centered feeling of busyness, multitasking, strong drive to respond and react. So I want you to look at this week, generators and manifesting generators, when it comes to responding correctly, right? Because this is all about balance. When you respond incorrectly, shit goes south real quick. Right? When you respond correctly and harness this energy, it really, really leads to great satisfaction and a lot of productivity. All right. So it's a lot of action for generators. Right. For me, I know, right, we're leading into Black Friday. I've got a Black Friday special coming up. If you're on my email list, you're going to be getting an email tomorrow with a very, very special offer only for my email list. And then the normal sale on the weekend. And I know that I have so much energy for this, right? I'm multitasking, I'm busy, I'm doing things, and this shit lights me up to the point where it makes me feel satisfied. So I know personally that I'm working with gate 34 this week in my correct response, right? I'm able to handle this multitasking, and I'm actually also very aware of the right timing of when to respond to those actions. And this is the balance piece for manifesting generators and generators, right? It's finding that balance of waiting, right? Because we struggle with the waiting generators and manifesting generators. I know we do. It's the waiting to respond rather than forcing or initiating action to it, right? And then we can also initiate, but it's then using your energy correctly. And this is the key here, right? For all types, it's using the energy correctly. Okay, so that's for manifesting generators and generators. I want to dive into projectors now. Now, projectors, with this gate, if you happen to have this gate, you will find yourself, and this is in general, but projectors specifically, will have a lot of ideas and plans, but should remember, and I'm going to call you out here, right, and this is the card for you this week, is that wellness. Right? Again, similar to that Versatia Pisces, is in the balance of things, right? And this is, when I say the balance of things, this is your strategy. This is your authority. How do you make decisions? How do you respond to life? As projectors, your strategy is to wait for that invitation, wait for the recognition before taking action. This is where your wellness, this is where that burnout will not come into play if you are fully aware of what is going on with you right now. So projectors with this energy, remember, wait for the invitation before taking action, wait for the recognition and the invitation perhaps to use your energy effectively and efficiently, right? Because you don't have this you don't have this as a sacral response energy, right? It's not always yours. So just be mindful, right? As projectors too may feel the urge to be busy without that constant supply of energy, just like a manifesting generator and a generator have. So just in that wellness, in that balance for yourself, be mindful of how you are using that energy. And again, using your strategy and authority, and this goes for everybody, using your strategy and your authority is going to give you the most value out of this energy this week. All right. Manifestors. Manifestors. This card is for you. I'm not surprised. Right. And it is awakening. Manifestors with gate 34, you will feel this really strong impulse because it is in your design to initiate, to take action, right? Initiation. I've got to do it. I've got to start. That may be the awakening moment that you have through the week, right? But I want you to remember here, manifestors, that yes, you are here as a strategy to initiate. That is your design. But what I do want you to take into consideration is that the success of this initiation lies in the informing of others before acting, right? Which then stops that miscommunication, misunderstanding, and the resistance to what you're actually trying to initiate, right? So manifestors, be mindful, be in the awakening of your initiation and how that evolves this week, right? Because remember, your success lies in that informing others before initiation to act, right? So just be very mindful of that this week. Manifestors, I don't want you dropping into the wrong way of initiating action, right? So don't be surprised that you have this strong urge this week to feel busy or to take action. But it is super important, and I can't stress this enough for everybody. It is super, super important to please follow your strategy. Right? To prevent the resistance, right? And this goes for everybody, please. Good morning, Paula. All right, now we're going to dive into our beautiful reflectors. Now, gate 34 for you this week. Again, you may feel busy. You may decide, and that's not surprising, this card's coming out, right? But you may decide that you need to take some action here, right? But what I do want you to understand, as I show you the Divine Masculine card, which is all about action anyway, but I want you to feel, right? Reflectors, feel into the periods of high energy where you're feeling busy to take action, right? That's the divine masculine coming forward in this week for this energy, right? But also use your strategy and your authority, which is your lunar cycle. So allow yourself time to understand the shift before making any decisions this week, right? Honor that busy, like that real busy period, and then really honor that waning period in your lunar cycle where you're not so busy, right? Sorry about that. I don't mean to be freezing a little. But the divine masculine here, reflectors, this week is just being aware, right? Awareness is the first point of contact for everything. Being aware of what your energy, right, especially as a sacral energy this week with gate 34, right? Be aware of what you're being asked to do and where you're asked to being busy this week, and take it as your strategy and your authority. So reflectors here, take the busy when it comes and take the low when it doesn't, when it comes to, right? So honor that. Be in your own power and honor that energy, right? That's what you're here for. You're here to honor your own energy, every strategy, every authority. It doesn't matter what type you are. When you follow that response, right? Because we are designed by every type to respond to life, not react to it, right? That gives us the wrong kind of thing. So we are designed to respond to life using our strategy and our authority. So again, just be mindful of this gate 34 this week, how you are responding to the energy through your sacral, whether it's or for those who don't have that sacral, use your strategy and your authority to prevent the resistance, to prevent the misunderstandings within yourself and within others. Okay, am I still freezing or are we good to go? Because I am about to pull cards. And today, I think I want a full moon. A full moon emoji for anyone who would like a card today. And while I am waiting for that and I'm shuffling cards, I just want to touch on the moon that is coming next Monday, the 27th, which is the end of this gate. It is in the sign of Gemini. This full moon is going to be a chance for you to take stock of your life, of everything in general, and apply your skill, your strengths in pursuit of your goals, right? We are leading into 2024, right? This is your time now. And if you haven't already as a business owner, right, started to look at what does 2024 look like for you? This is where you get to choose from this full moon, right, an opportunity to filter out what is not working. What's not working in your favor? Fuck it off, get rid of it. If it's working in your favor, keep it. Because what happens with this moon, it probes our curiosity, right? Full moons are initially a prompting action to get rid of shit. This moon in Gemini is perfect for that, right? It will bring spontaneity with the change, right? You'll just get this aha moment. You'll just know, fuck, I've got to get rid of that. It's gone. I'm not doing it next year. Forget it. I just want you to be aware of what this moon is going to offer you this week. So not only are you going to feel this response to be busy and to initiate and to, wait for the invitation before sharing that wisdom, but I want you to realize what is not working for you has to go. And that's part of the full moon next week. And if it's your birthday, you're going to feel it 10 times more powerful than everyone else because it's in your sun sign. All right, so I have Beck and Lisa and Paula down for a full moon emoji. If anyone else is here and would like a full moon emoji card, please let me know and I will write these names down. Paula. Oh, I'm interested to see Here we go. If I'm keeping my clinic space, oh, looking forward to the clarity. This is a big one. Yes. And generator, manifesting generator, use your busyness, right? I just want you to, this is kind of spirit dropping in at this point in time. Use your busyness to get the clarity, right? Because when we start to, thank you, Deb, when we start to be super, super busy with everything, right? Especially for generators and manifesting generators, we're really good at multitasking. Women ourselves are really good at multitasking. That's generally when the aha drop-in will come through and it'll be like, oh, of course, yep, that's what I got. Yep. And it'll all come to you. So generators and manifesting generators, just know this week that in your busyness, the clarity will probably come, which I'm finding already. We haven't even hit this energy yet. Gemma. No dogs at door. Yeah, and that's exactly right, Beck. It's like satisfaction comes, right? So not only following your strategy and your authority here, but I want you to follow your signature success theme, right? So for manifestors, it is peace or anger. So if either of those are playing in your world, keep following the one that you feel good with, peace. Generators, manifesting generators, it's satisfaction or frustration. So if this week you are feeling frustrated, you are being guided to stop and just go back to what's satisfying. And that could be being busy. That could be just resting. It is so satisfying. I totally agree. Projectors, your signature success when it comes to the emotional feeling of whether you're on track or whether you're not, it's disappointment or bitterness, as well as success. So it feels like, my brain wants to work twice as fast as my mouth. If it feels like this is so working for me, this is so good, I love this, that's the success for a projector. If it's like, this is not shit, that's you in bitterness. I've seen my son do it so often, right? That's you in bitterness. Shit's not working for you. Stop that thought. Whatever it's going on, stop it now. For reflectors, your signature success here is disappointment, and then it's also harmony. It's also a little bit of a delight is what the other word that comes through. All right, so when it gives you oh, this feels very good, right? That reflectors, that's the delight energy that you're feeling. When you're feeling disappointed or angry, because you can feel a whole bunch of them because you're such a reflection of the moon. But when you feel in that it's not working out for you, and you are being guided to stop. And that goes for everyone. If anyone is not in their satisfaction, if it's not in their success, if it's not in their delight or in their peace, then you need to stop doing it. It's not fucking working. All right. Call us Sybil. That's right. So I have on my list of peoples Tamara, Lisa, Deb, Beck, Paula, and Gemma. Have I missed anybody? If you would like a card, please offer a full moon emoji, and I will going to start in no particular order as usual. Let spirit guide me here. A personalized message for you. And as I say every week, don't sit to the end. Set your intention now so your card will come up. Because the longer you sit and wait and hold on to all of everyone else's, the less clarity you will receive, I promise. I'm just saying. Beck, this one is for you. And there's two coming out for you. So I'm just going to kind of show you both and then start with one and the other. So wellness and color. I know this came out for projectors, but this kind of feels like when it comes to the question of your intention about keeping a clinical space, just have a thought about this, right? What does that look like? How can I make this work for me? Where would this like to be? Thank you, Fran. The other aspect of this, Beck, is adding color to your life. Now, adding color to your life might just mean, thank you, Julia, might just mean, Beck, that you put on, and I've done this before, put on your favorite color of the day, Or I'm feeling like wearing orange today, so I'm wearing orange, right? Sacral chakras is yellow, just so you know. So maybe that is what you're being called to wear or do or paint or play with, right? Feel into the wellness, and maybe even looking for the clarity. You might even just ask the universe for a color. Might be asking for that yellow, might be asking for that green, whatever it is, right? But when it comes to your decision, you have to be satisfied with it. So Beck, tune into the energy, ask for a sign, and get your clarity. Yeah? I think you know what you're doing. And that's just a little confirmation for you that, yeah, that's exactly what you need to do, even though you already know what you need to do. And I find this so often. It's our lack of confidence that trips us up. Right? It's our lack of confidence that trips us up. She's like, oh my God, I've been trying to decide what color to dye my hair. And clothing colors get, so there you go, right? Paula, this is for you. Paula. Now, I have 2 for you today. It looks like it's going to be a 2-card day, people. Lucky for you, all of you. Now, I'm going to show you both and do the same as I did with Beck. Paula, we've got the whispers and sensitivity here. And what I'm really sensing with this is that there is something that is coming into your mind. It's been coming into your mind for quite some time. It's been whispering. And that whisper is getting louder and louder and louder. Right? It kind of feels like your intuition is talking to you. You haven't been paying attention. The second part of this card for you today, Paula, is about that sensitivity. Maybe giving you a headache. That was the first thing that's like she's getting a headache from it, right? The sensitivity to the whisper. And it really, really feels like there is this sensitivity to the whisper. It's really fucking annoying you, and you've now got to start paying attention to it. This week, Paula, if it's the same Paula I'm thinking of, you have the ability to do this. You're a manifesting generator, and you can like do all of the things and keep really busy. But what you're doing in this essence is you're keeping yourself busy too much, so to the point where you're ignoring the whisper and it's giving you some sensitivity. Ignoring the whisper, giving you a headache. Ignoring the whisper, giving you a gut ache. Ignoring the, you know what I'm saying? Do you see where I'm going with this? What you are being asked to today, Paula, and from now on, thank you, Trina, is to really start listening to that whisper. Find out what it is, or if you already know what it is, and stop it being so sensitive. Right? It is now you have the ability to harness this power, right? And act accordingly. And I'm just going to leave it there because you know exactly what I'm talking about. All right. Now, who is next? Lisa, this is for you. And again, a 2-card day, right? Oh, that's pretty. Going to show you both and you will see what this is about. And I'm also going back to your comment around the burning out because there's something in this for that. Awakening and healing. Feels very powerful in the sense of there's 2 massive things going on for you. There is a shift, right? That awakening, that awareness, something is coming to fruition, right? You can kind of feel it, kind of sense it, and you know it, and you feel it, and it's like a hell yes, I've got to do it, which is why you are pushing through, right? You're working so hard that you're almost burning out, but you need to push through for another day, and you need to push through for another day, right? So the healing card is coming out too, because this is the second piece of your comment here, is you know, as I know, and you know, I need to get work finished to move on to the next project next week, right? So how about in your divine essence, you take on board some healing, whether that is healing self-care, going out for a day, spending it with besties. I really want you to here find your healing to give you some, what's the word? It's kind of like, they're showing me the word rest, but it feels like it's a little bit deeper than that. There we go. Day spa. It's like, can you go for an entire day? All right, because this is going to stop the burnout. This is why I do little mini staycations out in the bush for weekends, right? Not only to take my dog for a run because he's a bloody noodle, but at the same time, I need the time out. I need that healing, right? And if any of you have anything with an open root chakra in your human design, just like my husband, it doesn't have that colored in. It feels like, Lisa, that this is required. This is like a non-negotiable. This must happen, right? That would be nice, but I'm on a plane to start a new position. Yes, that's perfectly fine. But there is time where you need to chill out. You need to get into your body, right? Because you can't fire on all cylinders if 3 of them aren't fucking working. Go and get a Bowen session. Go and get a Reiki session. God damn, listen to my chakra balance. It's 40 minutes long. Listen to it on the plane, right? Do you see where I'm going with this, Lisa? Find a point in time. Excuse me. There we go. There's a shift. She's got it. That is going to give you that healing that you need to keep going, right? It's all good and well to keep pushing through, right? But do not let it go without that healing aspect. There you go. I'm taking time daily to listen to a sound vibration and have remedial massage today. There you go. So all these excuses of need to close out projects and da-da-da-da-da, right? Yes, you're having a remedial massage today. So that is you saying, I'm having some healing today. Listen to the stories in our heads. This goes for everybody. Listen to the stories in our heads that creates resistance to what we actually are being called to do. This is where that lack of confidence comes in because you're not listening to your intuition. Sermon over. Right? Burnout comes, whether you've got this fucking thing defined or not, right? I'm in a real sweary mood today. But if you have this sacral defined or not, it doesn't matter. If it's burnt out, it's burnt out, and it ain't coming back until you start listening to your intuition and asking what you want and need to do to stop this from happening and reoccurring. All right? I'm working with Tamara right now, not Tamara Turner, but Tamara, and she's working through her burnouts, right? She has so much burnout from years and years and years of conditioning, right? And Lisa, this could be just your day trip, day spa, right? Use it as a method to, right, I just need some time out. I'm going to the spa, right? And imagine yourself there. The power of our imagination is so powerful. If you're having a remedial massage today, imagine that you've been there the entire day, and with every touch, right, you are receiving. And it's going to feel like a full day. It's not that it's not achievable. Your imagination can take you there. Yeah? Now, as I was saying with Tamara, she's been in burnout since I started working with her in April this year. And now she's finally coming round to the point where her burnout is not burnout anymore. She's actually listening to her body, listening to her intuition, and following those nudges. Sleep today, do things tomorrow. This woman was a doer. Like, I'm talking, she was a doer from like the get-go, right? She's had to learn how to undo the doing. Of course, spot on, yes. And you know that you're a visualizer Use that power. This is the strength. Use your strengths to get you where you need to go. Okay? This is how we can use this. We have 4 bodies. Every single one of us have four special bodies. We have our spiritual body, our mental body, our physical body, our emotional body. Every single one of those bodies needs to be in alignment for flow to happen. Okay? So use your mental mind, in this instance, Lisa, to create an illusion that you've been there for the entire day. That's part of the alignment process. Taking that physical massage, using your mental mind, allowing your spirit to receive, because that's what your spirit is asking you, that's your intuition, right? And your emotions, you'll feel fucking better for it. And when you follow that every single day with all 4 bodies, is this working? Is this not working? You will find alignment will come so much quicker. This is everybody. Alignment will come so much quicker when you are listening on all 4 levels. Right. Making sure everyone who has asked for a card is setting an intention, because the cards are getting harder and harder to pull out, which means that you have not got an intention. Okay, this week is all about health, healing and self-care, because Deb, you have 2 cards, and the 2 cards are Nourish and Manifestation. And I think too, as I line up the lines, Deb, with your manifestations, they will come when you look after yourself. I know you're a generator too. Looking after ourselves is super important. Responding to what we are being guided is important. Your manifestations will come with your thoughts, right? Because your thoughts create your reality. The manifestation comes when you listen to your soul, when you listen to your mind, when you listen to your emotions, when you nourish on all 4 levels, the manifestation will be received. So I just want you to perhaps look this week with the full moon and gate 34. Are you correctly responding to the energy so you can harness the effectivity, I don't even know if effectivity is a word, but the effectiveness of your manifestation, right? You are responding. You're not a manifester. You're not initiating things. You're responding. So allow the opportunities to come at you. Nourish your soul accordingly, and the manifestation arrives. And you already know this. Kind of like another validation for you today, Lisa. Deb. Another validation. Okay. Good morning, Tammy. If you would like a card, please put a full moon emoji, because we have a full moon coming up next Monday. It kind of feels like I need to switch up my emojis this week. No, just 2, 1 or 2, not 7. Thank you. All right. Again, not 7. Thank you. I love it when the spirit does that. And they're like, no, I want all of these to come out. No, we don't. This is not a full reading. This is just a mini reading. Thank you, Tamara. Thank you, Tammy. Okay, here we go. Thank you. See, they do listen. I wait to respond. All right, Gemma, this is all about your soul today, your 2 cards. So my question, first and foremost, before I show you, Gemma, because this needs to be asked. Gemma, where have you not been listening to your soul? Because the two cards that came out today is Soul Name and Soul Song. And I just want you to see these 2 cards just for a moment, Gemma. Just really, really take them in, because it really feels like there is this, for want of a better word, the soul song is kind of speaking to me in, this is you sitting and this is spirit talking to you, but that is not happening as often as you like, or not happening at all. All right, so this song, this message, the channeling that comes through you when you tune in, and your soul name card is more about reaching your higher self, accessing your higher self. And if you need to do this, and we talk about needs, wants, desires, this is a requirement. You need, whatever you want to use the word for. There is a requirement every single day that we spend 5 minutes in stillness. And I don't care how that looks for you. I spend 5 minutes in stillness with myself every single morning before I get out of bed. I connect to my higher self every day. There we go. Being busy with life stuff and not mine. So this today is asking you, Gemma, is to really, really connect back into your soul. Connect in with your higher self. Spend 5 minutes just talking to her, reaching out to her. And it's easy to get caught up in other people's things. I mean, we're mums and we have kids and we have family and we have husbands. Jesus Christ, our husbands can just take up like other people's stuff more than everyone. But what I'm saying here, right, it is easy to get caught up. And when you are not in that awareness, when you are not in your, if you're not responding through your invitation, through your recognition, Gemma, because you're a projector, then you're going to lose that attachment. So connect back in with your soul this week. Very, very important for you to connect back in with your soul. Right? Listen to the soul song. Listen to the message your higher self is asking you to listen when you listen in your heart. Good morning, Sue. If you'd like a card, I would be happy to pull you one. Just need a full moon emoji, if I may, please. So I have Tamara Turner, Julia, Fran, and Trina left on my list. If there is anyone I am missing thus far, and Tammy. If there is anyone I am missing thus far, please remind me. I don't always get or see all the comments. Oh, that's a nice one. Very good. Tamara DeVos, this is for you. 2 cards, and they are Inner Voice and Soulcraft. And we had this discussion on our hot seat this morning, right? And it's coming into that acceptance of listening to your inner voice, listening to what your body wants, listening to yourself, and then activating what you are powerful at, which is your soulcraft, right? You know what you need to do. You know what you need to get done. Listen to that inner voice. Get the shit done. Follow gate 34 this week with that busyness, right? You're a generator. You have the ability to harness, utilize this personal power of your own, right? Use it this week alongside your inner voice to create that soul craft that you have so deep within you, right? And soul craft here could mean a bunch of anything. It's not just tied into your work. It's tied into everything that you do. Every strength, everything that you do is your soul craft, right? We are here to master Earth through our life experience, our life in general, right? This is our soul craft, our soul purpose. I just want you to remember here, Tamara, this week, right, that your inner voice plays a big role as well as your purpose here, right? Use it. Time management. This woman has been working on her time management. She's now got herself to the point where she's not just working in her job now, she's actually starting to work in her business as well, because she's listening to that inner voice. She's activating her strengths and using her soul craft to do so. All right. Sue, I take it that's you with the full moon and the smiley face, because you're just coming up as Facebook user. So I will take that assumption. Fran, this one is for you. 2 again, as usual. Always, always. Setting your intention, ladies. Enlightenment and channeling. So powerful. Thank you, Elena. Thank you. This is quite a powerful week for you, Fran. There's enlightenment and channeling. And the thing is here, I know you know this, Fran, but it kind of feels like a reminder, right? And not just for you, but for everybody here listening, live or replay. We are all channels. Spirit told me this 4, 5, 6, 10 years ago. I can't even remember now. We are all channels. We are connected above and we are connected below. We are here having this earth experience for enlightenment, right? But for the better of the earth, right? We didn't come at this particular time to do nothing, right? We are a channel of source that is here to enlighten the world. And Fran, this feels like this is your job. This is part of your purpose, right? You are a channel. You're a reflector to this beautiful universe. You are here to enlighten the souls that you impact daily, weekly, monthly, however long the period of time is. Thank you, Trina. So we are all channels, right? The more light you have in your body, the more channeling that you can hold, receive, offer the world, the enlightenment. So, Fran, for you specifically this week, yes, that's the right way, right? This is really, see the double circle, see the powerful light that is streaming out, not only from this, right, but from this as well, right? You are the world. You are the flower of life. You're the enlightenment. You are the soul that channels this wisdom. Gate 34 for you this week is about harnessing those moments of when you feel powerful and when you don't. So look at how this operates for you. Look at the moon that's coming up for you. We have a moon on Monday. You're a lunar cycle, right? You're a lunar being. Use this opportunity to create that clearer channel and filter out the things that don't work for you anymore, right? And even enlighten your own soul, right? Illuminate and enlighten your own soul with this information, with this more clearness in your channel. I don't even know clearness is a word, but this is the word that Spirit are using, right? When your channel is clear, you become a powerhouse to the universe. So where do you need to clear your channel? Where do you need to get rid of shit under this moon? Right? And that's part of the work that we do. Thank you. All right. Hey. This one is for you, Julia. Oh, this is pretty. Oh, this is nice. Julia, these ones is for you. Divine animals and channeling. Oh, this sounds, oh. Have you had a new thing drop into you? This feels really, really cool. Whatever is going on for you, Julia, this is really, really cool. And it kind of feels like this medium, right? So the first thing that I saw when I saw these cards, Julia, was the divine animals and channeling. You're a medium for the animals, right? Just as you are a doula, you are the wanderer of the in-between, right? Where answered your intention. There you go. Where are you being the channel for the in-between? And it doesn't necessarily mean animals, because humans are animals too. I just want you to look at it from the perspective of a different way, as in you are the medium, as a channel of the in-between, right? That connects to the animals here on this world. I'm just going to show you these cards again because I really feel like you need to. And of course, there's a line in there and it's card number 22, right? This is all about your courage to step in. There we go. The courage to step into this role more deeply, more purposely, more powerfully, especially with your channeling abilities. Right? As I said before in Fran's card, every single one of us is a fucking channel. We can connect to above just like we can connect to below. Right? So if you are ungrounded, get grounded. If you are not connecting to your soul and higher self, connect. But I want you to understand this, Julia, for this week for you, you have this ability to harness that power, right? You have this strong desire to respond, right? That's your purpose, is you have to respond to things. So taking on board that you are the medium for the in-between, you're a doula, right? You're the channel. I want you to pick up that courage stick this week, right? I really want you to pick up that courage stick this week and start moving with it, taking action. Generators, manifesting generators, it's time to take action. Respond accordingly. Shall I say it again? Any louder? Do you need to hear up the back? All right, Julia, this week, really connect into the harnessing of this power, this busyness, this stepping into, right, from the place of response. Okay, let me just ground my energy and shuffle the cards for a moment. Thank you, spot on. Oh my God, the order from the States answered my intention. See? And this is the thing, is like when we step into that clarity, when we step into that belief, right? And if anyone is interested in joining Ignite, we start January. And it's all about setting a belief plan in place that's going to propel you forward in your business. Right? We work with your energy first. Your energy is the most important thing. If you don't have the energy, if you're like Tamara and you're burnt out, you need to get your energy back in order. She started with Ignite. She's now in the Intuitive CEO Mastermind because she's following the intuitive nudges, following how she does things with life, belief plans, organizing her energy, time management, all of those things, and moving into her business. Right? I just really want everyone today to really just feel into that. All right. Now, as we go and move on, we're running very behind today. Lots of messages coming through. So I still have Trina, Sue, Tamara, Turner, Tammy, and Elena. If I'm missing anyone, please let me know. Here we go. My pleasure, Julia. Tammy, this one is for you. Now, for those who are still waiting for their card, have you set an intention? I'm just going to ask you that question. And what's the resistance to you not receiving your message straight up? Besides spirit, but I just want you to ask yourself those questions. So Tammy, as we're getting to the end of the names, you've had your time to join and set your intention. So Tammy, this is an inward revolution in the divine feminine, and I think it's quite powerful in what you said earlier. Let me just go back up to stepping into regulating your nervous system, right? That's that inward revolution. She's going home for self-care week again. That's the divine feminine. Right? That's you stepping into your femininity. That's you in receiving mode. Right? It's time, yes, that inward revolution. And this is just confirmation of everything that you've just said here. Right? It's time to take your power back. Inward revolution. Right? And the fact that you have a pending sale is fucking amazing. Congratulations. Right? And that's because you're listening to this and following this, just so you know. Right? And again, it's the power that we have within us that enables us to move forward. Right? When we take care of what is happening with ourselves and we respond correctly with the right energy, shit just happens. Things just magic, right? I can't express this enough. It's like when you're following, things just line up. It's called flow. We love it. We're good at it. We're feminine beings, right? And I think I saw a TikTok where someone said that women have the most brain cells and they're the most multitaskers. So, you know, and that was a man. Inward Revolution, Divine Feminine, Tammy, you're on track. It kind of feels like you're on track. Everything is working out in your favor. The universe is saying yes. It is just following and responding accordingly, right? Big week this week is to respond, right? We have that sacral energy. You are a generator. You have that sacral energy. Follow your authority and go with the ahas and go with the ahs. Right? The full moon is going to be, what do I need to get rid of this year? Tamara says, Spirit wants me to hear them all. You're so funny. They're all resonating so far, yes. And I'm sure they do. But I really just, sometimes having too much information when we're listening to everyone else's messages can get us caught up in all the things that might not necessarily be true or right for us. Trina, this one is for you, my love. 2 cards. Soul mating and enlightenment. And I think this is really, really you, Trina, tapping into who you are. Stepping into that power, connecting in like that mating piece with your higher self, right? And you, from this comes enlightenment, right? From this comes the moments when you connect into your soul, right? And again, manifesting generator, Trina, do all of the things, be busy, feel satisfied in doing all of those. When you connect to your higher self, when you listen to her, the enlightenment comes. You just go, oh my God, it's just happening. It's all working out in my favor. Right? Harness this energy this week and respond. Right? Because when you respond, it leads to great productivity. It leads to great satisfaction. Right? Especially when you're not initiating. So, mate, connect, join in with your higher self. Receive those aha moments and just get shit done, Trina. Like, I know you're pretty much a get shit done type of girl, right? But you are designed to be busy. You are designed to handle multiple things at once. But it is crucial here that you wait to respond, listening to your higher self, connecting in with her. What happens? What do I need? Now I can move forward in response. So listening to that strategy, listening to that authority quite significantly. All right. Good. Take what you need. Leave the rest. Things are working out. My energy is a little bit picking up. I didn't let go. Yes. Perfect. And you'll be doing the letting go again on the full moon, because again, the full moon is about letting shit go. What's working, what's not working, right? This is that Gemini. It's just fucking burn the house down. Kind of is what Geminis do from the ones that I've known. It's like get rid of it all and start again if they have to, right? But it's about moving on with what is not working. Hello. Ooh. Sue, this one is for you. You're welcome, Lisa. Thank you. Enjoy your new job next week and your massage. Sue, trust is a word that is coming up. I just keep hearing trust, trust me, trust me. Now, you're going to laugh when you get these cards because I know you will. There is only light is the first card. The second card is authentic truth. You know that we're on a journey, right? It's part of the process. This is kind of like the duh moment, Allison, right? Spirit are just kind of talking to me in the sense that, you know, this is a journey. You know that we're the channeling beings, as I stated before, right? Now it's time to step into your authenticity, the truth of who you are, from the position of that there is only light. Now, I'm pretty sure you'll know what this means, and I don't need to explain it to you. And I did see a comment here that you are putting your feet firmly on the ocean floor and swimming, knowing you will not drown. I think that there is truth to this authenticity. Excuse me. That there is only light, right? There's this journey of truth that you have been setting on, right? And it's getting grounded, getting into the body, because from there, the truth comes out. From that groundedness. Now, I would love to know, Sue, if you have a defined root chakra or not by design, because if you don't, you will feel this requirement to get deeper and deeper and deeper into your body, more and more and more. There's the shift, which is all about there is only light, right? As channeling beings, as light bodies having a human physical experience, the idea of shifting into 5D, into this new world, this new earth, whatever everyone's talking about, right, is simply this: putting more light into your body, putting more light into your cells so you can express yourself authentically. So what happens is that heaviness of the conditioning and life gets in the way, and it puts more darkness into our cells. It makes us very, very sick. When we put more light into the cells, when we get ourselves grounded, like Sue is doing this week and getting herself on the ocean floor and doing those things, the light comes through and our authenticity then shines. Okay, so where can your light shine this week? Through your harnessing of this is a journey. I know where I'm headed. I am all sweet. But I need to remember that my power is utilized more better when I have this knowing, right? When I have this conscious awareness through my heart that I am authentic, I am here, and I am light. Right? And there is a meditation that I do inside the Ignite where we talk about you are a light being through your breath. Your breath is what keeps you alive. You can go without food, you can go without water, but you cannot go without breath. And that just seems like something important that you needed to hear today, Sue. So I hope that resonates. All right, Tamara and Elena, you are my last two today. Very much well and truly over time, but that's okay. Some weeks it's just like that. All right. Now, as I said earlier, if you are on my email list, you're about to receive a very, very special email tomorrow. If you're not on my email list, I will put my chakra balance in the comments so you can get on my email list. It is a very, very powerful offer that includes oracle cards and channeling for you. So I just wanted to share that with you. Now, Tamara Turner, this one is for you. And then we're going to go into Elena as our last but not least. So visualize an inward revolution. See the lines are just lining up so perfectly here when you put the cards together, right? There's none of this. There's this. And I just needed you to see that for just a minute. I stated this before, the power of our visualization, how powerful our visualization really is, especially when it comes from that inner revolution place. When we can see the truth of who we are, we can visualize the power of that, what we are creating from that inward revolution, magic happens. So Tamara, you've been asked today to really start to visualize. Use your mental mind. Use your mental body, right? And use your spirit body here, because the emotion and the physical will automatically come. When you visualize the creation that you're making, right? We're still finishing 14. So when we're visualizing the creation, when we're listening to our inward revolution, our soulful self, our higher self, our inner workings, right? When we visualize from that place, the manifestations come, and they come super fast, and they come in alignment, and you're like, oh my God, I could never have found anything so more powerful. So this week, harness the power of being busy, having that time to, really build your life force energy here. Visualize where the fuck you want to go and where you want to go to and how you want to get there. Use that inward revolution to take the action steps. You're a generator. You have the fucking energy of a generator, of a bloody, what's that word? Go, 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 go. Energizer bunny. Thank you. You have the ability to use this energy. Visualize where you're going in 2024. Listen to your higher self. And listen to all the other messages that you've heard today in this reading, and take the action steps, respond accordingly to your intuition, and make shit happen. Right? You don't get to where you're going using the same methods to what got you here. Remember, I said this a few weeks ago. What got you here will not get you there. There is a new visualization that needs to happen. There is a new listening to your inward revolution of your higher self and where she is leading you. Okay, that's the power that you need to tap into. That's the energy that you need to listen with. Now, Elena, beautiful Elena, thank you so much for your patience. And I know that you have been very patient. Make shit happen. Thank you so much. Of course. It's always perfect timing. Elena, this is for you. I'm just going to grab the last of my tea since it's gone cold. All right. So, Elena, as I'm tuning into your energy, these two cards came out. I'm going to share them with you. And they are Focus and Create Space. Very, very powerful cards. Okay, so the first thing that I'm saying is, where are you not where are you not focusing your attention? And the second part of this card is, because of that, you're not creating the space to give your focus. This kind of feels like a double-edged sword here, where you focus, but you're focusing on all the wrong things and all the wrong timing of things, and it's just not happening for you. But at the same time, the other end of the sword here is that you're not creating the space. You're not creating the space to create the focus of that is what is required of your higher self, of your own soul, right? And it kind of feels like you really need to get into, and I said this earlier for somebody else, 5 minutes meditation, connecting with your soul. Every single person should be doing this every single day. Like I said, I do this right before I get out of bed in the morning. I count to 25 and I count back from 25, and on the 20, and when I get to 0, I get out of bed. But in those 25 seconds that I am listening to my soul, creating the space of what I want to happen for the day, this is the focus, right? You make shit happen, as Tamara's put it. right? You know where to focus your energy, you know where to focus your time, and that space is being created. The universe is always saying yes to you. So if you have an intention every morning, right, this is the focus, this is the 3 things that I want to get done today, you will notice how time and space collapses. Everyone else, think of this scenario, right? So you've decided in the morning your focus is going to be Black Friday sales. So you get up, you make your coffee, you sit at your desk, you get started. Might be 9 a.m. by this point. 9 a.m. rolls around and you're so focused at getting my Black Friday stuff done. I've created the space, I've blocked out my calendar, and this is what I'm doing. This is what happened to me yesterday. So I just wanted to share this example because it's most relevant. But for Elena, this is where you need to start creating focus, creating space. Then what happens is you collapse time and space. So even though I sat there at 9 a.m. at my desk preparing for Black Friday, by 9:30, I had all the emails done. I had something like 10 to do. It's like, how the hell did I get all of these emails done in 30 minutes? But it is because you make the space, you create the focus, and shit just happens. Okay? So Elena, where can you see this for yourself? Where can everyone else see this for themselves who is watching? Where can you create the space this week? Where can you focus and start to harness? And I'm not sure of your human design type, but start to harness that ability to use your own personal power, using your strategy and your authority to get this happening for you. Okay? And I'm just going to let that land with you because it feels like that is enough, right? And you've probably got the aha moment already, right? Just as I was picking up the cards, this card came out for everybody. It's like, you are the universe. You are the channel. You are the source. You came into this body having a physical human experience. Use it to your benefit. Use your strengths to create. Make shit happen. So, as always, in divine timing, we have come to the end of our session. Thank you so much for being here. Remember, gate 34 this week, full moon this week. Use your strategy, use your authority, and make shit happen. So until then, till next week, next Tuesday. Love to see you all again, same time, same bat channel. Until then, bye for now.